from that work. So thank you very much, Dr. Badour. As we move on with the agenda, I want to now just again quickly try to contextualize the next presentation. So we often associate entrepreneurs with SMEs, right? And entrepreneurs often is one person. It's me or you. It's the individual. So whilst we are looking at organizational level elements, we also need to focus on the person. One of the speakers yesterday discussed the importance and significance of skills of the future. And we had, I believe, the Future of Jobs report by the World Economic Forum state by 2025, in addition to technical skills, there will be a need for individual skills. There will be a need for creativity, problem solving, and engagement. So it's very important when we are looking at SMEs, we are also focusing on the person, the traits, and the skill sets that they might have. So that very conveniently now brings me on to the next and the last talk of the session. So our next speaker is a team coach, a co-author, this is a long list by the way, a talent development professional, a chartered marketer, and also an electrical engineer by trade. So a very interesting resume, a very impressive one, I must say. And coming to talk to us about the 4 rules of engagement and focusing on a framework for mindful entrepreneurial knowledge, I would like to invite onto the floor Mr. Hamza Taki.
I can't hear myself. Oh, here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. Okay, are we cold? No? I am cold. You should be cold if I'm cold. Let me put this together. Hello, hello, hello. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Hella, hella, hella. بالكويتي. Can you please stand up? Do I have a clicker? It's hot. Okay, here we go. Thank you, sir. If you are able and willing, stand up, please. We're gonna move around. You've been sitting too long. Seating. They say the seat is worse than, sugar and all these things. So we should move around. I would like us to pretend that we are in the airport. And in that airport, we are seeing our colleagues around us. We have to say hello. But these colleagues are not important for us. We have a gate to catch, we have an airplane to catch. So we want to say hello to them as if they are not important to us, okay? And we have only 30 seconds. You have to move around. I know the chairs and the theater is not helping, but you can get out of the chair and move around. I want you to say hello to as many people as you can, okay? I'll be with you as well. So you're not alone, okay? Okay? Yeah. Let's do that. Go. 30 seconds, please. صعب السمو تحرك. Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi. Well done, hi. Absolutely, well done, guys. Okay. Stay where you are. Thank you so much. You don't need to go to your place. Just stand. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Thank you. This was good. Don't go to your place. Don't go back to your seats. I'll give you another chance. This is beautiful. Some of us were صاحب السمو. They didn't move. They waited for people to come to them. Right? We have to move. Now, the last 30 seconds. This 30 seconds, the airplane has been delayed. Now we have all the time. And those people who are we saying we're greeting, they are our best friends. And we haven't seen them for a long, long time. We miss them so much. We want to say hello in that manner. Please go ahead. Go! كيف سعيدك؟
يعطيك العافية. Very good.
Ah, Victoria. Good to see you. I know. حبكتني شوي.
Hello, Mr. Hamza.
Hi.
How are you? How are you?
Thank
It's
you.
a very long time.
Yes, indeed. Amazing, guys. That works. Have a seat, please. Did you have a chance to hug and kiss? No? Yet? Oh, some people still hugging and kissing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what just had happened? Oh, definitely. The energy is better now, right? Compared to the first 30 seconds? Yeah, there's a big difference. And what made that difference? What difference? Was it 28 degrees or 30 degrees or 180 degrees? Correct. Absolutely. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you. What else? What did you observe? Rushing. Was there eye contact more in the second or the first? The second, more eye contact, more happiness, more laughter. And how did we change? I mean, 180 degrees. What did I do? I only planted a thought in your mind, correct? The first thought was they are not important and you have something more important to give. And the second thought, just change your thought. And that's a key, isn't it? I mean, when we go to work or when we go to our business or when we go to the school, K-Tech, in the morning, what do we think of when we wake up? What do you think of? It makes a big difference. And that's what we call it, the mindset. What kind of mindset? عقلية يعني mindset. What are we doing in our mindset? If this works. Okay. Have to press harder, that's all. So there was a big difference between the two actions or the two thoughts that we have. And how would that happen on our daily life, with our relations, with our loved ones, at home, at work, with our bosses? It's all have to do with the way we think and what we put in our mind early in the morning. When you wake up, what do you say? You look at Twitters or WhatsApp, and sometimes you see Saad Abdullah or Hayat al-Fahd, tomorrow, work, باكر دوام, and we get, annoyed and we go to work. Do you remember the first time before you get the job, when you were searching for a job and you got the job? Were you excited? And what happened to us after we land the job? After some times, after a year or so? Why do we start looking at our work as if it's the enemy? If you look at anything as if it's the enemy, it's going to be the enemy. But if you love it, it's going to love you back. And guess what? It's where you get your rizq. الرزق من وين يجي؟ من Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, صح? From God. And God allocated KTech or any job that you have to get your rizq from it. So not liking or not loving what you are doing is a disaster. It's illegal. Yeah, absolutely. So how can you be in control of your remote control? It's your remote control. Don't let the weather change, your mood or مزاجك. Don't get the parliament أمس كان عضو مجلس الأمة عندنا. Or let, for example, who else? Sometimes the weather in the summer, it's very hot, isn't it? Kuwait is burning. That's what the messages we get. Of course, it's summer. Is it going to be cold in the summer? Of course it's going to be hot. We know that. But why we put these things in our mind? It will influence our feeling, our hearts. Where is the heart? That's another question. Okay, so what do we need? I'm missing something here. Okay. Is that right? There's a delay. I'm doing what am I doing? I finished my presentation. Okay. Now on the right track. Okay, here we go. We need to stop the automatic thinking. Our mind, right? Our mind is a tool given to us by God. And that tool, we should use it, right? It shouldn't use us. We should use that tool. It's like the mobile. Sometimes you are sitting with your loved ones and an alert comes, you leave your loved ones and look at the mobile. The mobile is a tool to connect. It shouldn't control us. We should control it. Similarly, the mind. We should be in control of our mind. So we need to stop the automatic thinking. What do you think of the future? Do you think of the tomorrow? Are you saying when he's going to let us out? No out. Lock the doors. So we're thinking of the future, right? Anybody thinking of the past? Past. Why? It's gone. The 5 minutes is gone. Why are we thinking about it? It's the past. Now, you are thinking of the future or you are thinking of the past. Guess what? We are not living. We are totally out of life if we are thinking of the future, worrying about the future, or regretting the past. What happened to the present? Everything happens in the moment. Even our past happened in certain moments. The future will happen in moments. What are we doing? Stop the thinking. And we react. Anybody gets angry? Upset? Well, what? Always, I know. Now, when you get angry, and after the math, do you regret it? No? No regret? After you get angry? Yes, always regret. Why? Because you're out of your mind. You do stuff that you regret afterward. وبالكويت يقولوا يطلع له قرون. شنو يعني يطلع له قرون؟ Too much, huh? You don't want. ما تبي أنت تطلع من دورك بتكون in control of your life. So pause. Sometimes we need to pause to understand life, to understand what we're thinking of, and to, look at our thoughts. What are we thinking about? They say we think 60,000 thoughts per day. And all these thoughts, 80% of them are repeated, so from yesterday. So we're occupying our mind with useless thoughts. We need to stay curious, be seekers, And the only we can do that is to be alert, to stay awake, to live the moment, to live the present. If this moves, then we will move. I'll take you to the TPO. That's, oops. Since we're talking about entrepreneurs and what's important about entrepreneurs are, you know, as a friend, a doctor said in the UK, like 49% of the workforce in SMEs. That's huge. And here in Kuwait, 99% is government. That's sad, really sad. So it's a new gig. Entrepreneurs always come up with a new gig of economy. You know, in the old days, I remember when we were kids, anyone from the family, even extended family, they go to the airport, we all go to the airport to see them through. And when they come back, we all go and to receive them. And now I go all over the world, nobody even acknowledges me. What happened? Why did we go to the airport? Because the airport or the flying itself was new. I have a friend of mine, he's a captain. I say, Shalek, captain. He goes, sure, captain is a taxi driver, but in the sky rather than, you know. So it became normal traveling, right? Especially in the airplane. And this is because of someone called Herb Kelleher, the Southwest Airline. In the early 70s, he thought there was a problem and it was an issue for Americans to commute, especially when they are abroad. They gather during Christmas, Thanksgivings, you know, to fly. It was very expensive. It was for the elite. So they used to use a Greyhound or the buses or Amtrak trains to get to destination. So he thought of this problem and he invented something called No Thrills Airlines. It became a huge multi-million dollar industry now, like Jazeera, Fly Dubai, Aircon in Europe. So many airlines are because he was the inventor for that. He saw that problems and came up with a solution for that problem. And there are many of these stories that we can tell, but the time and you want to go because the room is cold. We're going to move back there. A new value, ethical consideration. It gives us new products, more choices to choose from. You know, the other day, one of our colleagues in the bank, she left the bank and she established a nice, you know, different cafe, like top on the roof, you know. That gave us more choice to go to, right? To take our kids, to take our family members to see. Efficiency. You know, entrepreneurs bring efficiency to this world. We need them, and we need to embrace them, and we need to support them with whatever. And thank you, KTEC, for doing this support. Free market response and change in technology. So this takes me to the TPO. This is the framework for entrepreneur and for everyone like us. Our thoughts. Where do you think we start? Which color should we start? No, I cheated. Because usually they tell me the green, right? Always the green is go, right? Start. But here, we start with the red. Why? Because we want to stop. We don't want to go with the thoughts. We want to stop our thoughts. We want to look at them and really see what are we thinking of. Most of the time we're thinking repeated thoughts that has nothing to do with our life and what we want to achieve. So our thoughts dictate our emotions. It makes our emotions, you know, if I think, if you're thinking positively, your emotion will become good, right? If you're thinking negatively, your emotion will be bad. You will not be, you know, and with your emotion dictate what? Influence your behavior. سلوكياتنا تطلع من الemotion مالنا. So, and our behavior gives us our outcome. the results that we get. And the beauty about this framework, it takes you up again. It's going circle. So you can either TIBO up or TIBO down. It depends on your thoughts. And if you don't like your outcome, you don't like the results that you're getting, check your thoughts, check your mind. And that's the only way you can be successful in life and at work. Although for me, they're all the same. Now, thinking of the thoughts, where is the thoughts? Where do they come from? Or how come we have somebody, I don't know when, it's called Eckhart something. He said, you think, then you are alive, something like this. What is? Yeah, what did he say? What's the word? I think, therefore I am.
No, I think, therefore I exist.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we all thinker now. We think too much, over. We need to settle down, I guess. So I want to show you something. This is a graphical illustration, and I want anybody to tell me, what do you see from this graphical illustration that comes from my friend Mary Lee Adams from Princeton University out in New Jersey? Anyone? Different paths, obviously. And we all, in certain moments, to moments, we have these choices to make. Certain path. But the default path that we get to is the judger path. We immediately, it's our amygdala, the survival mechanism. Oh, why he's looking, or why she's looking at me like this, or what do they mean? And you always want to defend yourself. Thank God, but this takes you to the blame, kind of. Whose fault is it? And that blame culture is not good. Blaming the weather, blaming the parliament, blaming Majlis al-Wuzara, blaming your colleagues, blaming your boss. That's a good blame to blame. Everybody has a boss. Okay? So we will end up in the judger pit, being a judger, and we judge. I think we learned this from, I learned this, I don't know about you, I learned this from my parents. My mother, if Amina Sharrah comes up in TV, she said, ويش فيها شعرها كذي اليوم مثلا. Okay? So we immediately, start judging when we were little, and we became judges. Now, let me ask a question. Any one of you has asked to be born? Anyone? Sure? Nobody asked to be born? Did you ask your parents why did they bring you? You asked them? What did they say? By chance. Yeah, even our parents came by chance, so we cannot even blame them for being here. So who selected us to be in this planet Earth? Who chose us? Everybody on this planet Earth. Who was the selector? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected us. So why are we judging each other? Who is the judge? Allah. And we keep judging each other. No matter from what nationality we are, where we come from, we are all chosen from God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should respect that. We should respect that by not being there. Now, the beauty about this model, it has a switching lane. And the question you ask to go into more of a learner path, that's the seeker path. And you are in an educational setting here. You are all seekers. You're all seekers of knowledge. You all want to learn, okay? So you should stay on the learner path all the time. Sometimes we end up in the judger path, and this is normal. We have the two. But it's good to realize that you are judger and then switch your lane to be in the learner path. Look at the learner path. What's the questions they ask? These guys, they ask questions like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? It's all about blame. This guy asked, you know, why am I such a failure? Why are they so nincompoopish? And the guy on the top is saying, what happened? What I want? What can I learn? What are the facts? Sometimes we look at assumptions and we feel they are the fact. They are not the fact. Assumption has nothing to... Assumptions are good, you know, for your thesis or something, but don't use them as a fact. So this is an illustration just for you from the book, Change Your Life. And I don't know what I have next. Okay. Now it's time to stand up again, where you face a partner. Find a partner. And if you don't have a partner, please raise your hand. Stand up, face your partner, find a partner, and let's do this exercise. Thank you. Partner, face your partner. You don't have a partner? Okay. Face, come closer. Come closer to your partner. شوي. تيك الحين. فلا. You're facing your partner, بصقر? Okay, nice. Even if it's in the back, you know, face your partner. If you don't have a partner, you can be my partner if you want. Okay? This is what we will do. You try to, we're going to say numbers only. 1, 2, 3 only. And we repeat these numbers. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Can I, my friend, photographer, how are you? Can you be my model? Okay, you say number 1, I say number 2, 3. Go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 3. 2, that's right. 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. Mumtaz, you got it? 1, 2, 3 only. Okay? And it's not gonna, you're not gonna stop. You're gonna continue all the time. I will stop you to make it more difficult as we go along. Trust me, toward the end, you will see the value, okay? So just trust Hamza Taqi because he's Mr. Excitement, okay? Go ahead. Thank you. That's right.
2, 1.
Faster. Faster. Okay. Number 2 have changed. Stay where you are. Number 2, instead of saying number 2, you just clap. Okay? Do it. Instead of saying 2, just clap. Replace 2 with a clap. Your partner was taken. We can do it together if you want. Okay, well done. Number 3 have changed. 2 stays the same. Number 3, you have to twist. If you want. No. Okay. If you don't want to twist, you can just go like this. Number 3. Okay? 2 stays the same, 3 goes like this. Go ahead. Amazing. Well done. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Okay, now we're toward the end. Let's go back to the original 1, 2, 3 without clapping, without doing anything. Just 1, 2, 3, the normal. Okay, again. Yes, only. المفروض. Okay, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well done, appreciate it. The question, what happened? Focusing, yes. What else? Any findings?
Even though the first 1, 2, 3 seemed peculiar and strange,
Yes.
after the obstacles, the clapping and the jiggy wiggy, and we came back to 1, 2, 3, it then became easier for us. So essentially there's learning in there that actually the situation could be worse, and when it comes back to normality, what we previously thought wasn't normal is a lot easier.
Amazing.
Yes.
I couldn't put it any better. So that says that when you want your life to be easy, you do the difficult parts. But when you want your life to be difficult, you go to the easy way out. Parachute, واسطة, ما أعرف إيش. It's not going to work. You have to do the hard work to make your life easy. So any challenge you're faced in this life, it's good. It's your muscles for your soul and for your body and for your mind. So, think about the 1, 2, 3 in all your endeavors, and whenever you find anything that you should resist, don't resist. Just embrace it. Change whatever it is, okay? AI. Oops. Okay, you notice this, right? Whoops. Okay. Fire of one of the best entrepreneur or innovator in the States. He was called to come and see his laboratory. His laboratory, his chemical laboratory, was on fire. He was watching the fire, and all the firefighters trying to put the fire out. They couldn't because it's a chemical laboratory, and the fire was all over the place. He looked at his son, and he said to his son, "Son, go get your mom. I don't want her to miss this beautiful firework." Thomas Edison, okay? Now, what kind of human being is this? Where all his work and all his experiment is being put on fire, only to say to his son, "Go get your mom." He didn't want his wife to miss that fire. If I did that, everybody will call me crazy. I should cry. I should be, victim. I should be saying, why me? Why me? Why my laboratory is gone in fire? Instead, he is enjoying the fire. That's a different mindset, isn't it? That's a learner mindset. So stop being a victim. Victimization is not good. This guy failed, I think they say, according to the books, some books they say 900, some books they say 1,000 to reach the light bulb, right? And every step, he said, I didn't fail, I only learned something different way to do it. So putting yourself with that mindset, there's a big story here. And there are so many stories for this guy that we should learn from. Okay, finalized. I can very easily finalize. Now, which one is more important? Brain or the heart? Both, yes, that's why God gave us both. But one is more important than the other. Which one? Brain. 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 Why the brain? This is what they taught us. They taught us that the heart is the pump and the brain is everything. Okay, the brain is everything. There are million and million of neurons and everything. But the brain is the executor. The heart is where everything happens, my friend. Now, what's the difference between the mind and the brain? Do you know? Is it the same? Again, they told us that the brain is the same as the mind. قالوا لنا ان العقل نفس المخ. ومرات نقول عقلي ونأشر هني. أنا الحين قمت أقول عقلي وأشر مكان ثاني. وين تهقون؟ Yes. Totally different, right? This is where our mind, and everything happens there. No, don't take Hamza Staqi's word for it. Google الآية أفلم يسيروا في الأرض. Google it. Anyone can be Google it and tell us. أفلم يسيروا في الأرض. Use Google, please. Let's hear the آية. دكتور لو سمحتي والله. أفلم يسيروا في الأرض. قولها. القلوب يعقلون بها صح؟ مو مني أنا من القرآن. القلوب يعقلون بها. إحنا وين القلب؟ We don't know about it even. We're always here. We have to go back here. And to go back here in the heart, I have a framework for you. First, don't judge. Don't you ever judge anything. Second, drop into your heart. Be in your heart. There is beautiful chemistry in your heart. Beautiful chemistry in your heart. Last but not least, zut, zut, zut. Spread love. Spread love by smiling, by helping each other, by just, cheering each other. Not by looking at each other in a judgmental way and why he, why not me, and so on. No. Work together. إنا خلقناكم شعوبا وقبائلا لتعارفوا. وهذه الآية اللي بدأ فيها كأس العالم في قطر. I know they will kick me out. I know somebody is behind me. And I rest my case. I'm available for any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being such a sport. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's fair to say we started at the airport and there was takeoff in this talk. And any chances of me getting an award for the most engaging presentation has diminished quite significantly after that. So thank you, Hamza Taki, for your insightful insights. And just focusing on one quick thing I wanted to mention here is, I think the first activity that we did really allowed me to reflect on one of the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which it's mentioned that when you are talking to someone, you must give your full tawajjuh, you must give your full focus to them. And I noticed in the first activity, we were rushed, so we were hi, bye, and moving on. And in the second one, we were more engaged, we were making eye contact. So I think there were many, many pearls that we all took from there. Thank you so much, Hamza. And now I'll